So the Olympics are winding down, and Canada has had some great stories. So I want to touch upon some of those. First off, let's start with Penny Oleksiak. She became, excuse me, the most decorated Canadian Olympian in history as she picked up, I believe, her seventh medal in swimming. And I, I believe she put it out on Twitter that she wanted to thank the teacher who told her that she should stop swimming and focus more on school because swimming wasn't going to get her anywhere. Shout out to that teacher, whoever it is. I would hate to be that person. And this is what, you know, be positive with your students. I'm a teacher as well. Be positive with your students. There's nothing wrong with stressing the importance of school, but maybe not putting down a passion of a student is it, you know, that's not the best idea. Go for your passion, love your passion, work hard at it, but still be good at school. This way you have a backup option just in case it doesn't work out. But nonetheless, Penny Oleksiak, shout out to her, right? And she is the Jamie Oleksiak, the NHLer, is the brother of Penny. That's how it works in that family.
Yeah, I was gonna say when you're not even the best Alexiak in the house, that's kind of that's pretty good competition right there. So, uh, listen, I think I would never watch some of these sports when they're on TV, whether it's a world championship or whatever. But it's amazing how invested I am in some of these events. Well, we can put beach volleyball aside, 'cause I think anybody's going to be watching beach volleyball regardless of the countries. Um, but you know, it's incredible to watch countries like the U.S., China, Australia, Russia dominate in so many events because of the funding, obviously the amount of people, Canada isn't stacked up in terms of, population, but just the funding and the discipline, from countries like China, how they go in and they master these events. It's just, to me, it's awesome. But when you see a Canadian dominate, it's that sense of pride that it's like, would we ever see something like this again? And, just being in the midst of history. And, Joe, as you know, like myself, being the father of a daughter, you look at people like this to be inspirations to your kids. And my daughter's only 18 months, and I know you have a baby too, so obviously they're not going to understand this, but to have a role model like Penny Oleksiak winning 7 Olympic medals, and she's not done yet. But
No, she's got
she's
more
not done
Olympics
yet.
in her. Yeah, for
You know
sure.
what I mean? Like this, and by the next Olympics, my daughter will be 4 years old. Again, it'll come along, but like they'll start to understand more. And again, this is something you can point at as a not just a sport role model, but just in general to uh, with equality in sports coming. And this is exactly the type of thing where it's a perfect time as well, right? So I don't think Penny Oleksiak understands how of much of an influence she's going to have on the on this country's athletes, male or female, moving forward, especially the female, knowing that a lot of sports that are male dominated that will be now female dominated, because I think we're already starting to see a lot of Canada's medals. I think almost all of them are women,
Female.
right?
Yep. Yep.
And a credit on it, Andre DeGrasse for pulling in a couple medals here and there. But I think it's great, and I think she's the face of Canada
Yep.
Olympics moving forward. So
And let's stick with that theme. The women's soccer team was finally able to slay the dragon and defeat the Americans, and they are going to be playing for the gold medal tomorrow, I believe, against
I think Sweden.
yes, Sweden. Sorry, and Christine Sinclair, another female, a great role model for young ladies out there. She's the highest scoring soccer player of all time, men or women. Think about that, and she's Canadian. That's incredible.
Yep.
Finally, I really, really hope she's able to win one tomorrow. If anybody deserves it, she deserves it. She's been leading this team for a long, long time, and now gets her opportunity to finally bring home the big hardware. They were able to take home bronze a couple Olympics ago, but now they've got a shot at gold. So we're really pulling for them. Hopefully they can do it.
Can I just say how nice it is anytime you see the U.S. lose? is sweet. Anytime you see an arrogant U.S. team win, it's phenomenal. The arrogance stemming from Megan, what's her name? Rapino, whatever her name is.
Megan Rapinoe or Rapino.
In
I've
that
heard it pronounced
whole
both ways.
post game interview to say how much she hated losing to Canada, but came up with all these excuses, but not even to credit the Canadian team for playing well. It just boils my blood. Like I just enjoyed it even more. Like the arrogance stemming from somebody like that. Because after you're not even any good yourself. To be quite honest with you, so it's like I mean, you
No,
mean
they are good, Frank, but they're the
no. I'm
best
talking
team in
about
the
her in
world.
general.
Oh no,
Like
she's a very good player.
was
Maybe
was
yeah.
was
She, I get it. Like you're on the American team who's won the most World Cups. Your team usually dominates and you don't win. So there's a reason why they're arrogant is because they're able to back it up most of the time. And then when they lose, it's a shot at their ego, I guess, and they're not the most gracious of losers. I saw the interview. I think it was blown out of proportion a little bit. I didn't really have a problem with it. Again, remember we're interviewing these players literally seconds after they just lost one of the biggest losses of their careers. So it's very raw. You don't know what's going to come of it. I didn't have much of a problem. She threw. I don't think I ever lost to Canada. I think she said something like that. But whatever. I didn't have a huge problem. But so happy that the girls were able to get that moment, and I really hope they pull through tomorrow.
Can I just end off with something I just, doing my research that I do. Can I just tell you what Penny Oleksiak and myself have in common?
Tell us, please.
You ready for this?
Yep.
I now share a birthday with Leaf legend Jason Spezza and Penny Oleksiak, June 13th.
You don't say.
I do say yes. So now I really like her even more.
But you're like what? 20 June 13th before her, are you not?
She's
Something like that?
21. I'm 37. Yeah.
Oh,
So
so about 16. When you were celebrating your sweet 16th birthday, she was born.
that, that, that doesn't make me feel too good.
No, it shouldn't.
I think that's good. Thanks.
All right. You mentioned Andre DeGrasse. He had the silver medal in the 200-meter last Olympics, losing to Usain Bolt. But this year he was able to pull it through. And I love watching Olympic moments where the athletes are just so overcome with the moment because you know how long they worked and how hard they worked at it to get to that point. And to see someone accomplish what they've worked so hard for, it's such a feel good story. And when you see that raw emotion, I love it. I was so happy for him. He did win the bronze as well in the 100-meter, but he ends up taking a gold. So he changed the color, and I was so happy for him as well. And we have some track stars in Canada. Donovan Bailey, Ben Johnson is not the best memory of him, but Andre
Cheetah all the
DeGrasse,
time.
he deserves to be put into that echelon, right? So he just marked himself in Canadian track history. So it was great to see.
You know what's really kind of adds to that too, because DeGrasse, obviously he's a Canadian hero and Canadian kind of celebrity. He's now a world class celebrity. But you know what really put him on that next echelon? Usain Bolt said he was the next one. And when you get that rub, that endorsement from the greatest sprinter, the greatest runner, in my estimation, one of the greatest athletes of all time, that's saying something. You get that rub from Usain Bolt, and now DeGrasse comes out and does that, both in the 100 and the 200. This is mega stardom. And this is, again, might be just the start of this because, I'm not sure how old he is. He's got to be in his maybe mid 20s. He's probably got another Olympics in him, I would think.
It's possible.
You
Or
know,
he might just call it a day right there and say, I got
who
the
knows?
gold. And
But like when you're getting that endorsement from Usain Bolt, buddy, you've got it made, man. You've got it made. So that was pretty cool. Watching that today, I know where I was in '96, and I'll know where I am now in 2021. I was in a Tim Hortons line. for coffee, so it doesn't get any more Canadian than that. So
There you go. Okay, I'm gonna leave it off with one question, okay?
okay.
Hypothetical question. Someone offers you $50 million. You have unlimited resources, unlimited training to train for one Olympic event. You have to win one medal. It could be bronze, silver, or gold. Which event are you picking to train your whole life for to try to win the $50 million?
Wow.
I thought you would like this question.
Now, is this question like dependent on like what I can actually do right now, or is like if I had to say one sport I actually had a chance to be decent in, you know what, Joe? I'm going to take the cop out here, buddy. I'm going to say beach volleyball
Okay.
because I have to
But
say
you're
I'm
not
pretty.
tall enough. These guys are monsters.
I can set it.
Yeah.
I can set it to
There's
the
two
tall
people
guy.
on the court. You need to be able to spike too.
Listen, you asked me the question. I'm giving you the answer. It's beach volleyball. So I can't swim too well. I sure as hell can't run too well. There's no skating in the Summer Olympics. Okay, here. Okay, here's a better one for you. Okay, I'll
Okay.
give you a better one. Okay. I like to think I'm pretty agile on my feet for my height and size. I'm gonna say the long jump. How's that?
Okay. All
Is
right.
that fair?
I still don't think you would do it, but okay, that's fair enough.
Well, you kind of put me on the spot with actually going through all the events, even the new ones that are coming up, like 3-on-3 basketball and rock
Yeah.
climbing. I'm afraid of heights, so you can forget that idea.
I
So,
I actually looked at it. I went through all the events and it was
okay.
just a quick nope, 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 nope. There wasn't one. There wasn't one. I would lose.
Come on. There's
Nothing.
got to be one event. Well, what about soccer?
Well, not now. Like when I was younger, maybe, but even still, I wasn't good enough to be at that level. So no,
Come on. There's got to be at least one event. Archery.
no. I've tried it before at camp. I sucked. Maybe the luge in Winter Olympics. You just have to lie
No, no,
down
no,
and
no,
just
no,
kind
no,
of
no.
shift your body.
We said Summer Olympics. You can't go there. No, 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 no.
Mama wouldn't sign the permission slip. Thought it might be too dangerous.
Yeah, good call. Okay, hold on. Let's do a quick let's do a quick rundown here. 3-on-3 basketball, archery, gymnastics, swimming, athletics. That's kind of badminton, baseball.
Badminton. Badminton. That's the one.
Okay,
I would train for
boxing.
badminton. I
Okay,
love
hold on here.
badminton.
Okay, boxing, canoe, sprint, BMX freestyle, mountain bike, cycling, equestrian, fencing, soccer. Okay, I'm gonna change my answer because I see I need to actually see the events. I already know exactly where I'm going with because I might have a shot. I'm gonna go to golf. I'm gonna go to golf because I could potentially shoot around and uh
You
they
might
might
get lucky.
everybody else might get food poisoning and it might slip into the bronze. So I'm gonna go
Bryson
with golf.
DeChambeau will get COVID and bow out, and then you're good.
There you go. I was gonna say wrestling, but it's not the wrestling I thought it was, so forget that
No, no,
idea. Good question, Joe. I'd love to hear what Rob would have said.
true. All right, man. All right,
All
we'll
right.
talk soon.
That was good.